Besides the different statewide races that voters will have to decide on Tuesday, Ohio has two issues that will change the state constitution on the ballot. And we talked to both governor candidates about their thoughts on each one. If State Issue 1 is approved, it would remove the Ohio Supreme Court's authority on determining bail amounts and conditions. Plus, it would give lower courts the ability to consider public safety when setting bail amounts. This comes after the Ohio Supreme Court earlier this year ruled that public safety should not be a factor when considering bail amounts. Opponents to this issue say that poor defendants are disproportionately impacted by cash bail amounts, even though they are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Here is what Governor Mike DeWine and Democratic gubernatorial candidate Nan Whaley have to say about Issue 1.
Certainly, we want judges to be able to consider if someone is dangerous when they're deciding if they should be on the street or not. More than anything, we need to make sure our communities are safe.
Supreme Court case about a year ago, 4-3 vote, the Supreme Court said no. You can no longer take into consideration the safety of the community. So kind of basic up or down vote. I think, I certainly would urge people for the safety of their communities to vote yes. Give those judges that discretion.
If State Issue 2 would pass, it would require that only U.S. citizens would be legally allowed to vote in local elections. Currently, the Ohio Constitution allows every U.S. citizens to vote if they are at least 18 years old, a resident of the state, county, township, or ward, and have been registered to vote 30 days before the election. This issue comes after the village of Yellow Springs outside of Dayton passed referendum to allow non-U.S. citizens to vote on local issues and races in their village, and their officials say that falls under the rights to home rule and local control. Opponents of Issue 2 say this would violate 17-year-olds from voting in primary elections, which they have the right to do so now if their 18th birthday is before the general election. And some opponents believe that non-U.S. citizens have the right to have a voice in their communities. Here is what Whaley and DeWine say about Issue 2.
But, we've had some talk, and some people have said, well, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you're here, maybe you should be able to vote. I don't think so. And what State Issue 2 says is to make it very, very clear in Ohio, if you're not a citizen, you cannot vote.
Yeah, of course, U.S. citizens should be the people that vote. That makes sense. And, I just think it's a solution looking for a problem more than anything else.
After early voting closes on Monday afternoon, the next chance to vote is when polling locations are open at 6:30 in the morning on Tuesday, November 8th, and closes at 7:30 at night.